Sugar is a big part of everyone's fight in their diet, and one doctor has a new approach which could be a game changer. Dr. Nicole Avena joins us to talk about her new book, which gives us 7 very important steps to change our body for the better. Welcome, Dr. Avena.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
So let's talk about sugar. We all know it's not great for us, but why would you say it's really a bad choice?
Well, there's so much research that's coming out over the past several years that's shown us that sugar is linked not just to obesity and being overweight, but also to so many different medical issues. It's linked to diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancers. And we're also now learning that it's linked to mental health issues. So, if you're really looking to make a change for the better in your health, one of the best things that you can do is to reduce your intake of added sugar.
So how can we cut sugar out of our normal diet? Because if you spend any time looking at the ingredients of stuff, it can be hidden in there and we might not even know it's there.
Absolutely. It is a real challenge. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to write my new book, Sugarless, which is to help people figure out how to do this. Because, like you said, there's sugars hidden in so many of the different foods that are out there. So, one of the things that I recommend is making sure that you're really paying attention to those nutrition facts labels. You want to be looking at the line that tells you how much added sugar is in the product. And if it has more than 5 grams per serving, I say put it away and choose something else. You want to really try to focus in on reducing the amount of added sugar because so many of these products have it. And when you're having even just a little bit of it throughout the day, it can really add up very quickly and be much, much more than is recommended by the present government guidelines.
And it probably changes our body in so many different ways, maybe subtly that we don't even realize. How can we change our mindset when it comes to the food we eat?
Yes, that is such a great thing. I'm glad you brought it up because I talk about this a lot in the book. It's really about revising our relationship with the foods that we eat. And I think that our culture has gotten so focused on convenience foods and highly processed foods that we've sort of gotten away from, understanding the importance of nourishing our body and in consuming things that are really good for our health. And so it's very important to think about the psychology of this and, not look at it like, oh, I'm depriving myself because I'm not eating that cupcake or I'm not eating, that ice cream cone. Look at it like I'm choosing to eat something healthier right now so that maybe later on, if I decide I want to, intentionally have some sugar and maybe have an ice cream cone as a sweet treat, then that's fine. But I think it's really about, looking at our holistic approach to our diet, the things that we're eating all the time, so that we can cut out sugar where we don't need it. So that way, when we do want to enjoy it, we actually can.
Does it really come down to a craving when it comes to sugar, or do we just get so used to having it, it's tough to let it go?
I think it's a little bit of both, actually. I think that sugars become so normalized. I mean, if you think about it, you look at the grocery store products, 68% of grocery store products contain added sugar. So when you go shopping, you are most likely coming home with a cart full of groceries that have added sugar in them. It's become very normalized. So in part, yes, we've just gotten accustomed to consuming it all the time. But it's also, too, the marketing and the advertisements and the social pressures. You go to the office, people bring in donuts, you go over someone's home, they offer you, something delicious to eat. And I think that normally those things would be fine if they were once in a while, but it's on the background of this constant stimulation from sugar all day long.
Oh, one last quick question for you. Where do you stand on fruit? Because so many people talk about there's so much sugar in bananas, there's so much sugar in fruit, there's obviously a lot of fruit in fruit juice. What do you say?
Look, I've never met anybody who's overweight and has diabetes because they're eating too much fruit. It's not the fruit's fault. It's really not. It's really a great crutch to get you off of the added sugar from all those processed foods. So use fruit as your way to enjoy something sweet, and it's got fiber and other things in it that are great for you.
Dr. Nicole, thank you so much. The book is called Sugarless. For more information, head to drnicoleavena.com. Mitch will send it over to you.